Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second webinar of Abrizo Jiffy. A few months ago, we introduced you to our sustainability initiatives in our sustainability webinar. Today, we are going to link the new sustainability regulations to the use of technical foam. Before we start, I would like to introduce the speakers and some general rules of the webinar. My name is Matthias, and I'm the Strategy Manager and Sustainability Contact for Abrizo Jiffy. I am joined today by my Polish colleagues Aneta and Iwona, who both have a lot of experience in the field of technical foam. Normally, your microphones have been muted and your cameras have been disabled. This to avoid any disruption during the webinar. If you have questions, please make use of the specific Q&A section for this. We will not have time to answer these questions in the session itself, but we will create a frequently asked questions section and send it to all participants together with the slides a few days after the session. Let's start. What are we going to talk about today? First of all, we are going to talk about the discussion regarding the PPWR and give you a recap of the key takeaways and how technical foam fits in this. After this, I will give the floor to my Polish colleagues and they will do a deep dive into their product portfolio and specific plant capabilities. Afterwards, we will show you a small video from within our production site highlighting our production and recycling processes. And finally, I will give you a small recap about the different types of technical foam together with their properties and applications. But before we dive into the sustainability topic, I want to shortly highlight our total product portfolio. We have 4 different product categories: packaging, contact sound installation, thermal insulation, and industrial foam solutions. We go from PE products to PP products to PS products. Within the packaging product category, we can find technical foam, which is one of the main topics of this webinar. But let's go to the key takeaways of the PPWR. In the past, every country had their own regulations regarding recycling, waste, and sustainability as a whole. However, there were a lot of differences between these countries, with multiple of them having nothing formal yet. That is why the EU has decided to create the PPWR, which stands for Packaging and Packaging Waste Regulation. This is a formal replacement of the Packaging Directive issued in 1994 and is part of the broader Circular Economy Action Plan. A common misconception is that the PPWR stands for Plastic Packaging Waste Regulation, which is of course not true. Every type of packaging, glass, paper, metal, and plastic, is all part of the PPWR. We are today, of course, going to focus on plastics, which is a big part of the PPWR, and more specifically, the link with technical foam. If we take a deeper look at the PPWR, there are 5 big changes, 5 big topics that can be singled out. First of all, as from 2030 onwards, the EU market will only be accessible for recyclable packaging. Products must be designed so that they are easy to collect, to sort, and to be recycled. A second change, and perhaps the most disrupting one, is a minimal percentage of recycled content in plastic packaging across the EU by 2030. The same situation as for the UK at the moment can be expected, that when the needed percentage is not reached, certain fines and extra dimensions and extra administrations will be issued. By setting this minimum recycled content percentage, companies will be driven to use more recyclable and biodegradable materials into their packaging products. Thirdly, the new regulation encourages reuse systems for packaging while promoting the use of refillable packaging. By driving reuse and refill, the new regulation reduces single-use packaging and promotes alternatives where possible. Another important change in the new regulation is the waste minimization, where packaging waste needs to be reduced based on their weight. Therefore, proposing to ban unnecessary packaging, including many single-use plastics. The fifth change is maybe the most important one. This new PPWR means that there is a harmonized set of rules across the EU instead of every country having their own directive, which is not 100% enforceable. Furthermore, there will also be a harmonized labeling on packaging and waste collection as well. There's actually a sixth topic as well. This topic focuses on the EPR, the Extended Producer Responsibility. This means that manufacturers and producers take on more responsibility for the entire life cycle of the packaging created by them. We are going to zoom in a little bit more on 2 topics in blue: minimum recycled content and waste minimization. First of all, it needs to be mentioned that the recycled content will have to be PCR by 2030. PCR stands for post-consumer recycled. There can be found many definitions on the internet, but the easiest to understand is that PCR is made from waste that has served its purpose for the customer. PIR, on the other hand, which stands for post-industrial recycled, is waste that is being made in the production process and has not reached the customer yet. Taking this into account, there are 4 product groups with their own minimum recycled content percentages. For the single-use beverage bottles, 30% recycled content is obligated by 2030 and 65% by 2040. For PET, contact sensitive, 30% is needed by 2030 and 50% by 2040. For other contact sensitive plastics, 10% is needed by 2030 and 25% by 2040. FYI, contact sensitive includes food contacts, animal feed, and cosmetic products. Whatever is not included yet in one of these categories, like most plastic protective packaging products, needs to have 35% by 2030 and 65% by 2040. If you zoom in on waste minimization, we always need to start from the 3R principle: reduce, reuse, recycle. Internally in Abrizo Jiffy, we also have our own 3R files in the different plants with the goal of reducing our internal waste streams as well. To achieve the needed waste minimization, a baseline in 2018 is taken. When looking at the weight of the waste per capita in 2018, there needs to be a reduction of 5% by 2030, 10% by 2035, and 15% by 2040. Now, let's dive into the key features of our innovative renewed technical foam portfolio, designed with sustainability at its core. First, our renewed technical foam is 100% recyclable, fully meeting the requirements designed for recyclability. This means that at the end of its life cycle, the foam can be seamlessly reintegrated into the recycling stream, reducing waste and supporting a circular economy. Second, all our Renew products already incorporate a minimum of 80% post-industrial recycled content, PIR, with some of our plants pushing even higher. This achievement marks a significant step towards our goal of incorporating 35% post-consumer recycled content by 2030 as mandated by upcoming regulations. At the moment, we are actively testing PCR integration to ensure we meet this target while maintaining the high performance our customers expect. Finally, because foam is significantly lighter than alternatives like cardboard, Renew minimizes waste by weight. This reduction kilograms of waste translates to lower environmental impact across the supply chain from production to disposal. At Abrizo Jiffy, we are committed to transparency and firmly stand against greenwashing. Every one of our production plants is certified with PolyCert for recycled content, ensuring our claims are verified. Additionally, several of our facilities have also earned an additional Recyclass certification, further validating our dedication to sustainable practices. Abrizo Jiffy has manufacturing plants and sales offices in multiple countries in Europe. Due to this European presence, there's always a plant nearby the customer, which allows transport emissions to be minimized. Specifically for technical foam, we have production capabilities in Limerick, Ireland, Wellen, Belgium, Wisches, France, Olcina and Gliwice in Poland, and Piatra Neamt in Romania. To tell you something more about the technical foam produced in our Polish plants, I will give the floor to my Polish colleagues, both experts in the field of technical foam. After their presentation, there will still be a short video of our production process and recycling process, followed by a recap, when to use what type of foam, what are their properties, by me. So don't go anywhere yet. I will give now the floor to Aneta and Iwona in Poland.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are speaking to you today from Gliwice, home to Abrizo Jiffy's production facility in Poland, and the site where the largest volume of technical foam boards in Europe is manufactured.
This is where innovation meets sustainability. At our site, we develop and manufacture advanced technical foam solutions, which we deliver to our customers across Europe and beyond.
Thank you, Matthias, for the insightful introduction to our technical foam expertise. Building on that, we would like to take you deeper into our product portfolio and share more about how we serve various industries, from automotive and electronics to logistics, construction, and protective packaging.
We are excited to present two of our key product lines, Polylam and Nopaplank, both known for their performance, durability, and versatility.
Let's start with a Polylam, a multi-layer board that offers outstanding cushioning and impact protection. It's easy to process, ideal for cutting, milling, and laminating, and supports a wide range of applications thanks to its customizable shapes and properties. We produce density from 80 to 140 kg per cubic meter, thickness from 10 to 120 millimeters. It's available in a variety of colors like, for example, white, black, anti-static, and our sustainable Renew version. Key features are high resistance to impact and deformation, excellent dimensional stability, odorless and chemically safe, free from heavy metals and CFCs.
Our second product, Nopaplank, is a single-layer board valued for its pressure resistance and durability. Its closed cell structure ensures excellent rigidity and longevity, ideal for precision fitting and long-term use. Densities 28 to 100 kg, thicknesses up to 100 millimeters, colors white, black, anti-static, and Renew. Key features of Nopaplank are exceptional compression and deformation resistance, easy to process mechanically, moisture and chemical resistant, non-toxic, and odorless.
In this next part, we would like to shift the focus towards sustainability. Our technical foams are not only high performance, they are also part of our larger sustainability mission. All our products are 100% recyclable, and our Renew range is produced with a minimum of 80 recycled content. We have developed a robust closed-loop recycling process that involves both our internal operations and our customers. It's backed by official certification.
Our sustainability approach is guided by three core principles: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce. PE-foam is lighter than alternative materials, reducing transport emissions and energy use. Closed-loop production minimizes virgin material consumption. Reuse. We are pioneering monomaterial technologies that simplify product reuse and reduce environmental impact. Recycle. Our closed-loop system ensures that PE foam is collected, processed, and reused, closing the material cycle efficiently and effectively. This isn't a future plan. It's how we already work every day. For example, Polylam Renew contains at least 91% recycled content. Nopaplank Renew contains at least 80%. We have already produced Polylam with 100% recycled content at 28 kg density.
Let's take a closer look at how this closed-loop process works in practice. We manufacture PE foam in a house. Sheets are delivered to customers who process them, often into packaging. Any offcuts and leftovers are compressed into briquettes. We collect these briquettes, often with the same vehicle delivering new foam. The briquettes are reprocessed into regranulate, which is fed back into our production line. We even extend this system to include collectors, converters, and distributors, helping foam material return to our facilities from the broad market. Importantly, 100% of our own production waste is also recycled. Nothing is lost.
Our commitment doesn't stop at process implementation. We also provide certification that gives our customers confidence and transparency. Recyclas is the most comprehensive recycling certification body in Europe. It verifies not only the recycled content in our products, but also the integrity of our entire recycling process, from the origin of waste to the finished foam planks. Abrizo Jiffy is currently the only European foam producer with an externally certified recycling process, not just an internal declaration, and that makes a real difference.
Thank you for joining the session of our webinar, Sustainable Technical Foam Solution. For us at Abrizo Jiffy, sustainability isn't just a vision, it's a standard we live by every day. We hope you find this insight into our process and products valuable, and we look forward to continue the conversation with you.
Thank you.
Every product has a story. When you buy it, you become part of it. Are you proud of your products? Do they help shape a better planet? With Abrizo Jiffy, you make that possible. We recycle 30,000 tons of PE foam yearly, closing the loop together with our customers. Our Renew range is 100% recyclable, with at least 80% recycled content. Sustainability isn't a goal, it's our standard. Watch how we bring foam waste back to life. Step 1. Foam waste is compressed into briquettes, collected directly from customers. Step 2. Briquettes become clean, regranulate. Waste turns into raw material again. Step 3. Regranulate is used to make new PE foam, produced in our own facilities. Step 4. Foam is laminated into finished sheets, ready for packaging and protection. Closing. We recycle 100% of our own waste. Real circular economy in action. Less waste, more future.
Thank you, Aneta and Iwona, for the explanation about the Polish production process, the certificates, and the product portfolio. I will still give a short recap of why to choose technical foam and the differences between Polylam, Nopaplank, and NopaSmart. First of all, technical foam provides protection, among others, during transport. It also gives your product a great shock and impact protection, together with protection against scratches and surface damage. Technical foam is non-cross-linked, toxic-free, moisture-resistant, and as said already multiple times in this webinar, 100% recyclable. If you look at some properties and applications of the different types of technical foam, we become the following table. Polylam are different foam planks laminated thermally together, whereas Nopaplank and Nopasmart are fully extruded planks. If we were to rank the shock absorption, we would see that Nopaplank has the best shock absorption, followed by Nopasmart and finally by Polylam. The big plus of Polylam is that, except for being the cheaper version, it also has great flexural strength. Nopaplank and Nopasmart on the other hand are known for their compressive strength. Polylam has a smooth surface, Nopaplank a slightly rougher surface, but Nopasmart has a very smooth surface, even velvety-like. If we were to look at the uses of the different types of technical foam, we would ideally use Polylam for light packaging, Nopaplank for more heavy protection and cushioning, and finally Nopasmart for delicate surfaces and presentation packaging. At last, to conclude, I want to thank you for joining us in this webinar about sustainability and the link with technical foam. If you have any more questions regarding sustainability topics, don't hesitate to contact me. If you have more questions regarding our technical foam portfolio, don't hesitate to contact Iwona or Aneta. And if you have questions in general, you can always contact us at marketing@abrizojiffy.com. Thank you very much.